psycho on the run.
Chuck, is that you? Chuck, is that you? The lights off in here. Didn't I? Chuck, are you in here? Chuck, this isn't funny. You're scaring me. Chuck, please stop this. Okay, Chuck, I know you're in there. Now come on out, you rat. This is really a rotten joke to pull on me. Chuck? Chuck, come on out.
Chief, the coroner's here to see you.
Good. Send him in. Good morning, Ben.
I thought I'd find you here extra early this morning. You working on the Freeman case?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
Maybe even tougher than you thought. I just finished the autopsy.
What'd you find out?
It isn't good.
Let's hear it anyway.
Well, first of all, she wasn't raped.
That's surprising.
Whoever killed Kathy Freeman is as strong as an ape. He broke her neck and crushed his skull with his bare hands. We're dealing with a psychopath, Ned.
The guy responsible for this is going to be damned hard to catch. So far, there's not one lead or scrap of evidence. I went over and over this case last night, and the only thing I can figure out is whoever killed Kathy Freeman did it just for the hell of it.
Maybe you should think about bringing in some outside help.
What are you getting at?
Ned, you're up against a very deadly psychopathic killer. He's a type of criminal that you have no experience dealing with. Now, I know a private investigator. He's one of the leading criminologists in the country. He specializes in cases like these. He could be a big help in catching this guy.
The department can't afford to hire someone like that.
You can't afford not to. This guy is going to kill again and again until he's caught. The longer it takes you to catch him means that many more innocent people he's going to murder. Now put some pressure on the mayor to get the city council to approve the necessary funds.
Hate to admit it, but you're right. I'll talk to the mayor and see what I can do.
Well, I better get going.
I'll see you later, Ben.
Remember, when you get the mayor to approve the funds, I know just the man for the job.
I'll keep that in mind. When you get that report finished, I want to take a look at it. Oh, no. Here comes the mayor. I'm getting out of here before it gets too deep.
Good morning, Ned. How's everything going?
Cut the crap, Bill. You know what happened yesterday. Don't pretend that's not why you're here.
Oh, you must mean that young girl that was killed.
You know damn well what I'm talking about.
Now that you mention it, have you seen the morning paper yet? Now, how do you suppose that story got there?
They didn't get it from me.
You know, publicity like this isn't good for the town right now. The University State Board of Regents are meeting very soon. They're going to be making a decision on whether to build the university here or not. And a story like that Freeman murder case could seriously hurt our chances of getting that university built here in Fort Smith.
A young girl has been killed, and all that you're concerned about is a damn university?
Now, that school could be a big boost to the economy of this town.
Now we're to the heart of your real concern, huh, Bill? It's simply a matter of dollars and cents. And it sure couldn't hurt your chances come election time either.
Ned, I'm telling you, keep those stories about the murder out of the papers.
I don't like the publicity any better than you do. Every time a story like this hits the papers, we get a half dozen weirdos coming in here and confessing to the crime. Plus, news coverage might encourage the SOB who did this to go out and do it again. So you see, I'm doing everything I can to keep the stories out of the papers. And at the same time, we're working our butts off trying to catch this guy.
Good. I knew I could count on you, Ned. And remember, keep it out of the papers.
By the way, I talked to Ben Fisher this morning.
The coroner?
Yeah, the coroner. He thinks we should hire a criminologist who specializes in homicide investigations to help us catch this killer.
That would be very expensive. I don't think the city council is going to approve funds for something like that anyway. You don't want to listen to Ben Fisher. He's just a crazy old man.
Ben knows what he's talking about. The amount of money it costs to hire a criminologist might be very cheap compared to what it might cost if this killer goes on a rampage. It could cost you the election next year if people found out you didn't want to bring in the help that was needed to catch this guy.
Ned, I'd really love to discuss this with you, but I'm running late. I have a very important appointment with a real estate broker. He's buying me lunch at a very fine restaurant. But I really want to talk about this. I don't want to keep him waiting. I'll see you later.
Chief Cooper speaking.
Chief Cooper, this is Mr. Freeman.
Yes, Mr. Freeman. What can I do for you?
Well, my wife and I discovered something very peculiar.
What?
My daughter's high school graduation picture, it usually sits on the TV set. It's missing. It's out of its frame. It had to have been taken the night of the murder.
Don't touch anything, Mr. Freeman. I'll be right there. This could be the break in the case that we've been looking for.
Good afternoon, Cheryl. Hi, Mrs. Simmons. Come on in. Honey, Cheryl's here.
Good, I'll be right there.
Where's Timmy?
Oh, he's playing with his Halloween mask. He wants to scare you.
Oh, I better not disappoint him. I wonder where Timmy is. Oh!
What's going on?
Timmy was just scaring Cheryl with his Halloween mask.
Cheryl, that boy's a handful.
Oh, he's not that bad, Mr. Simmons.
Cheryl, I left the phone number where we can be reached on a notepad by the phone in case of an emergency.
We should be back sometime around noon tomorrow.
Where's Timmy?
He's out in the backyard playing. Why don't we just sneak off? That way he won't raise a big fuss.
Well, I guess we'll see you tomorrow afternoon, Cheryl.
Okay, have a good time. Timmy, who is this picture of?
I don't know. It might be my video. I've never seen it before.
Timmy, I thought you said you shut the back door and locked it before you left.
I did.
No, you didn't, or it wouldn't be open.
I did. I shut and locked it.
Timmy, it wasn't the tooth fairy that left that door open. You did. From now on, I expect you to pay more attention to what you're doing. Now go outside and play. Timmy, come back here and shut the door. Timmy, I'll tell your father everything, and he'll probably give you another licking just for good measure. You almost scared me to death. Why did you do that?
The man in the closet told me to!
Timmy, don't try and blame this on one of your imaginary friends you make up. I'm not going to play that game with you.
I did not make him up. He's real.
That's a lie.
No, it's not.
Okay, show me the man in your closet.
He's gone.
Timmy, there never was a man in your closet.
Yes, there was.
Timmy, there wasn't a man in your closet. He's one of your imaginary friends you make up to play with.
I did not make him up. He's real.
What does your mother say about the man in the closet?
He doesn't know them.
How come your mother doesn't see him?
I don't know. He might be invisible.
That's just what I thought. The man in your closet isn't real.
He's real. He's real. He's real.
Timmy, stop it. Now get back in your bed, and I don't want to see you out of it until tomorrow morning. Do you understand me? Now what did I do with my book? Jeez. Where'd my book go? What's this doing here? Please, God, save me! Timmy, wake up, we've got to...
Hi, Chief. Hi. Where's Lieutenant Nelson?
He's not here, sir. Someone said he phoned in sick tonight.
Sick my butt. It's Saturday night and he's shacked up in his apartment with some girl. You call headquarters and have them get a hold of Nelson. And tell him that if he's not here in 10 minutes, I'll have him back walking a beat. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Sarge, you want to fill me in?
Sure. The victim's a 6-year-old boy by the name of Timmy Simmons. His throat's been cut.
Any possibility it was done by the same guy who killed the Freeman girl?
I don't think so. It's a brutal murder, but very different than the Freeman killing.
Maybe not that different. Take a look at this. To Mom and Dad with love, Kathy. This has got to be the picture that was stolen by the guy that murdered her. I want this picture dusted for prints and taken back to the lab. Was the boy alone here tonight?
No, a girl by the name of Cheryl Tompkins was babysitting him. A neighbor found her in the backyard, cut to shreds.
Cut to shreds?
Apparently she was severely frightened and ran through the sliding glass door. Right now she's at the intensive care unit at the community hospital.
I'm going over there right now and see if I can talk to her. I'll see you later. You better wipe the lipstick off your face before you start to work, Lieutenant.
Is Dr. Jacobs there? Dr. Jacobs, Police Chief Cooper is here to see the Tompkins girl. Dr. Jacob, this is Police Chief Cooper, and he'd like to speak with Cheryl Tompkins.
Oh, no, I'm afraid that's impossible. You see, she's in an unconscious state due to head injuries and shock. To be honest with you, I don't know if she's going to make it. But I am curious. What could put such fear in Cheryl to damn near frighten her to death?
That's what I want to find out. Did she say anything?
No, she was unconscious when she arrived here.
Could you please keep me posted on her condition? She's a vital witness to murder.
If she comes out of it, I'll call you immediately.
I'd appreciate that.
Here's a copy of the report on the Simmons murder. Fabric threads found on both the Simmons boy and the Freeman girl match. That means the same man had to have killed him. Things are finally starting to gel on this case.
Oh, it's one more confirmation that the same man did both killings. But let's not get overly excited. We're still a long ways from catching him. Right now, I need to get a hold of the mayor and have him approve the funds to hire a special investigator for this case.
This is my case. I don't want somebody coming in here and telling me how to run my investigation.
Look, Lieutenant, I don't like bringing in someone from the outside any more than you do. But let's face it, no one in this department has the expertise needed to deal with a criminal of this sort. We need someone who does, so we can catch the SOB before he kills anyone else. So you'll keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
I may have to follow your orders, but that doesn't mean I have to like them.
Mayor Riley's office.
Hello, this is Police Chief Cooper again. May I speak with the mayor?
I'm sorry, the mayor is busy right now.
I've been trying to get in touch with him for the last 2 days.
I'm sorry, the mayor is busy.
Have you given him my messages?
Yes, I have, sir.
Well, tell him I called again. Hello, this is Mac Thompson. I'm the golf pro at the Fort Smith Country Club. I'd like to speak with Mayor Riley if I could.
One moment, please.
Yes?
Mayor Riley, Mac Thompson, the golf pro at your country club, is on line 1.
Thank you. Hello, Mac. How's your golf game?
I don't play golf.
Cooper, what are you doing on this line? I thought you were Mac Thompson.
And I thought you were too busy to be disturbed.
I am. I mean, I was.
Good. Then we can talk about hiring that special investigator that I need to help me catch the killer that's terrorizing our town. You did get my messages, didn't you?
Have you been trying to call me?
Since Sunday.
Well, Ned, I'd really like to talk to you, but I'm expecting a very important phone call, and I want to keep the line clear.
Tough. I'm sure you know by now that a 6-year-old boy was brutally murdered last weekend by the same guy who killed Kathy Freeman. I need you to appropriate the necessary money to help us stop this maniac. And I mean now. Not 2 days from now, not next week, but now, before this guy has a chance to kill anyone else.
I'd like to help, but it's not that simple. First of all, the city council will have to approve the funds, and they won't be meeting for a couple of weeks. Secondly, I know once the idea is presented to them, they'll want to take time to consider the proposal. That'll take another couple of weeks before they'll even approve it.
Call an emergency meeting then, you can do that.
I told you, I'm tied up for the next 2 weeks. I don't have the time. You'll just have to wait.
I kept the Simmons murder out of the papers, but the next one I won't be able to. And if this killer keeps up the same pace, you can rest assured there'll be another one this weekend.
Don't threaten me, Ned. I told you before I'm not going to appropriate city money for that sort of thing. Now it's your job to catch the man responsible for these killings, and if you can't do that, I suggest you resign.
That jerk isn't going to get away with this.
What the hell? Damn, it's Cooper. Any moment, Cooper's going to be coming into my office. Tell him I left several minutes ago for the country club.
Chief Cooper, Mayor Riley left several minutes ago for his country club.
Don't give me that bull. His car is still parked out front. The creep is in his office hiding from me.
You can't go in there!
Oh, yeah? Well, watch me. Open this door, Bill. I know you're in there.
Get out of my office. You're trespassing.
You sniveling wimp.
Mayor, do you want me to call the police?
You moron, I am the police. Now beat it. There's something I want to show you. Look at these.
Oh, good God, those are horrible.
You're going to look at every one of these pictures. Do you understand me?
Hello, Ben. I just got the mayor to approve the funds to hire Brock Johnson. Give Brock a call and have him get on the first plane he can to get here to Fort Smith.
I think this might be him. Yeah, it is him.
The young guy?
Didn't I tell you? He's only 29.
No, he's just a kid.
He's young, but he's the best.
Good to see you, Mr. Fisher.
Good to see you again, young fella. Brock, I'd like you to meet Police Chief Ned Cooper. Ned, this is Brock Johnson.
It's nice to meet you, sir. Ben's told me a lot about you.
He's told me a lot about you, too. I'm glad you're going to be working with us. I thought we'd drive down to headquarters first and go over the cases, and then make arrangements for your accommodations.
Sounds fine with me.
Good.
Just let me get my bags out of the plane. I'll be right with you.
Oh, I forgot we're having company.
Allow me to introduce you. This is my daughter, Jan. Jan, this is Brock Johnson.
It's very nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, Jan.
And maybe Brock would like something to drink.
Oh. Certainly. What would you like, Brock?
Oh, bourbon on the rocks would be nice.
1 glass of bourbon coming up. How about you, Dad?
Oh, just give me a beer.
Okay, guys, don't go away. I'll be right back.
Oh. You have a very lovely daughter, Mr. Cooper.
Well, I guess it's time to turn in. If you're going to fly out early in the morning, Brock. I'll show you your room.
If you don't mind, Mr. Cooper, I'd like to stay up and maybe watch some TV and unwind a bit before I go to bed.
Well, it'll be all right. I can show Brock to his room, Dad.
Sure. It's all right with me.
Are you sure it won't disturb you if I stay up?
No. No, it won't bother me. I'll see you in the morning.
Good night.
Good night, Dad. Let me take these dishes out to the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, it won't bother me. The fact that you're a sex fiend and a regular Don Juan, and you want to stay up all night, and the fact that my daughter wants to show you to your room, no, it doesn't bother me. Like hell, it won't bother me. I probably won't get a wink of sleep all night.
Dad must have answered it.
We have to get to the hospital right away. The Tompkins girl just gained consciousness.
Guess I'll see you later.
Hello, Dr. Jacobs.
Hello, Chief. Cheryl's only been conscious for a short while, so please don't stay too long this first visit.
We understand. We'll only stay a few minutes.
Cheryl, I'm Police Chief Cooper. This is Brock Johnson. He's a criminal investigator. If it's all right with you, we'd like to ask you a few questions.
Guess it's okay.
Do you remember anything about what happened the night you were taking care of Timmy Simmons?
There was a man in the closet.
What closet?
Timmy's closet. Timmy told me there was a man in the closet. I didn't believe him. But there was a man in his closet.
Timmy told you that a man lived in his closet?
Yes.
What did he look like?
Must have been hiding in the house all day. Things would disappear and then suddenly turn up in other places in the house. He killed Timmy. He cut his throat. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
It's all right. We understand. You just rest and we'll come back in a couple of days and see you. You're going to be okay. Can we drive by the Simmons house and see if they're still up? There's something I'd like to check out.
They moved out of their house and left everything behind. We can go take a look now if you want. I still have a key.
Good. Let's go take a look. Which way is it to Timmy's room?
Straight down the hall. Cheryl said that the boy told her that a man lived in his closet. Where do you suppose the kid got a weird idea like that?
Shh.
What is it?
Crawl holes at the attic. Give me that chair over there.
Do you suppose someone's up there?
I don't know. I'm not taking any chances.
Well, it scared the hell out of me.
You better watch out for those pigeons, Ned. They can be pretty tough customers. Look at this. Every one of these articles in this scrapbook are about the murders committed by the Detroit Creeper over 2 years ago.
Do you think it's the Detroit Creeper who's been living up here?
It's exactly who's been living up here.
I guess I should get the lab boys up here.
Not yet. Let's find a place to sit and make ourselves comfortable. He left some things up here, so he'll be back before daylight. So keep your eyes and ears open. Ned, wake up.
Sorry about that, Brock. I won't let it happen again.
I hope not.
Did you hear that?
What?
It sounds like someone breathing.
Morning, Ned.
I'm surprised to find you up this early.
I haven't been to bed yet. I've been working on the case all night.
Well, you should have gone to bed and gotten some sleep.
For the moment, sleep's going to have to wait. We're going to have to jump on this case and fast. According to the Creeper's past crime patterns and some mathematical probabilities that I've worked out, he's going to strike again within 3 days.
What do you suggest we do?
Well, the first thing we need to do is set up a trap for him. Now, he prefers to kill young women between the ages of 17 and 24. 85% of them are blonde. They all have nice figures. There's 8 out of 10 chances that he's going to strike again within a 1-mile radius of the last murder site. So if we take some undercover policewomen that fit his preferences and put him in that area, there's a 34% chance we might be able to nail him.
Why only a 34% chance?
Because he's probably already picked out his next victim. And my hunch is he's been watching her for several weeks. That's why we're going to have to take a second step. Go to the press, tell them what we know, and that way they can warn the people so they can be on their guard and protect themselves.
If we do that, we're going to catch a lot of heat from the mayor.
Screw the mayor, damn it! Good God, Ned, people's lives are at stake here, and it's our responsibility to protect them.
You're right. We have to do it. And if the mayor doesn't like it, he can go to hell. I'll call a press conference right away.
How was your day, dear?
Very good day, dear. Thank you. Where's the paper?
Well, I put it on the table for you. I've got about 45 minutes more of work left to do on dinner, so we'll be eating soon.
That sounds fine. That'll give me time to read the paper.
Let me take your coat.
Thank you.
new facts revealed on murders. Police Chief Cooper, along with nationally famous criminal investigator Brock Johnson, revealed today to the press that a 6-year-old boy named Timmy Simmons was killed just 1 week after the brutal slaying of Kathy Freeman. They stated their investigation strongly indicates that both victims were murdered by the same man, whom they believe to be the Detroit Creeper, a mass murderer who terrorized the Detroit area 2 years ago and was responsible for over 12 known killings there. How dare he release a story like that to the paper?
What's the matter, honey?
Oh, that damn Cooper held a news conference and revealed some facts about the murders in this town.
Calm down, Bill, calm down.
Calm down. Do you know what this could do to the chances of having that university built here in this city?
Honey.
It might have washed the whole deal down the drain.
Honey, I know that Chief Cooper was only trying to do what he thought was best for the people.
Now, screw the people. Get me my coat.
Where are you going?
I'm going over to have it out with Cooper right now.
Mr. Brock Johnson, a nationally famous criminal investigator.
Damn, they're on the radio,
to
too.
Fort Smith to track down the deadly Detroit Creeper, a murderer who has already claimed the lives of 2 people in this town. Tell me, Mr. Johnson.
You know what I think about this here?
Hello, Bill. Let me introduce you to Brock Johnson. Brock, this is Mayor Riley. What can I do for you, Bill?
You know why I'm here, Ned. It's about those stories in the paper and the radio interviews that Mr. Johnson here did.
What about them?
I told you to suppress those stories about the murders because they could screw up our chances of competing for the new university.
Mayor Riley, people's lives are at stake.
Shut up, young man. This is none of your business.
Bill, I'm going to do everything I can to protect the people of this town. And if that means media coverage, by God, I'm going to do it. Now that we understand each other, I think you'd better leave.
You've gone too far this time, Ned. And this time you're going to pay for it. Hello.
Hello, Bill. This is David Griffin.
Well, hello, David. How are you?
I'm fine, Bill. I saw an article in the newspaper today that's rather disturbing.
I assume you're referring to the articles about the Freeman and Simmons murders.
That's the one, Bill. The last time we talked, you assured me you could keep those stories out of the newspaper.
I know, David, but Chief Cooper's been very uncooperative lately.
Bill, I'm sure you're aware that this type of publicity at this time could severely hurt your chances of the new university being built in your town.
Yes, David, I'm very aware of that.
Being president of the State University Board of Regents, I don't think I have to tell you that those stories have put me in a very tough position concerning the new school. You know, a couple other members of the board phoned me today. They had seen the articles in the newspaper about the murders, and they were wondering if your town has the appropriate atmosphere for a new university to be built in.
I know those articles have put you in a rough spot.
Rough spot isn't the word for it, Bill. I want the university built in your town. But if you don't shut Chief Cooper up, you can kiss the new university goodbye.
I can handle Chief Cooper. Now, it may take a couple of days, but I can do it.
Fine. That's all I wanted to hear, Bill. I'll talk to you in a few days. Goodbye. I've got to have a toast.
All right.
To no work and all play.
All right. You weren't thirsty, were you?
Mm-hmm. There's more where that came from. Hello.
Yes, may I speak to Lieutenant Nelson, please?
May I ask who's calling?
Yes, this is Mayor Riley.
Yes, Mayor, this is Lieutenant Nelson.
case in the upcoming election?
I could be. Why?
Well, I need a favor from you, Lieutenant. And in return, I will throw you my support in the upcoming election.
What sort of favor?
I'd rather not discuss that on the phone. Why don't we talk about it at my house over brandies?
When?
What about right now?
I'll be there in 15 minutes.
Ted, what did you just say? Ted, where are you going?
It's police business. I gotta go. Listen, I might not be back in a couple hours, so do me a favor, will you? Just lock up and I'll call you next week, okay?
Hello, Lieutenant. Come in. May I take your coat? I hope I wasn't interfering with any plans you had this evening.
No, not at all.
Good. Follow me, we'll talk. Make yourself at home, Lieutenant. May I fix you a drink?
Thank you.
So tell me, Lieutenant, how well do you get along with Chief Cooper?
How well do you get along with him, Mayor?
We've had our differences. I'm sure you've heard about them. So tell me, Lieutenant, how well do you get along with Chief Cooper?
Let's just say we have our differences, too.
Good. I think you and I can do business. Let me explain the problem that I'm faced with, Lieutenant. You see, there's an excellent chance that that new state university can be built right here in Fort Smith. But not if Chief Cooper persists in spreading news about this Detroit creeper business in the newspapers.
Where do I come into this, Mayor?
We have to keep these murders that have been occurring out of the newspapers, including any future ones that might occur.
Wait a minute. If you want to suppress the news coverage about the murders, you should really be talking to Chief Cooper.
I've already talked to him. He won't listen to reason. So I'm going to have to take some drastic measures, and I need your help.
What do you mean by drastic measures?
I have to discredit Cooper. I have to make him look incompetent. But I can't do that alone. You see, I need someone inside the police department to help me.
What do you want me to do if I should decide to help you?
I'm going to call a news conference and issue some very carefully planned statements to the press, innuendos that are designed to make Cooper look bad and send him into hiding. Now, what I need from you is verification. I want you to back up what I'm saying. Your name doesn't even have to be mentioned. And these statements will weaken Cooper's chances for re-election as chief of police.
You got yourself a deal. If you'll guarantee your support for me by putting it in writing.
I can't do that. You could blackmail me.
Not if you keep your end of the bargain.
I guess I don't have any choice. Very well. I'll give you your guarantee in writing.
Chief, you better take a look at this. What the hell is this? Well, I don't know, but as soon as I saw the headline, I brought it right to you.
Mayor Riley has asked Police Chief Cooper for his resignation. The mayor said that Cooper's incompetence in handling the investigation of the murders supposedly committed by the Detroit creeper can no longer be tolerated. The mayor added that Cooper had purposely suppressed the Simmons murder to cover up his own incompetence. Also, the mayor stated that he has personally gone against Cooper's wishes and has hired a top criminal investigator named Brock Johnson. Mayor Riley's statements were backed up by a reliable source within the police department.
Chief, that article's a bunch of bull.
Sergeant, off the record, who do you think the reliable source within the police department is?
Lieutenant Nelson, without a doubt, sir.
I guess you guys already read the article in the paper.
This story was designed to shut me up.
Well, you're not going to resign, are you?
Of course not, and the mayor doesn't have the power to force me to either. All that he's trying to do is get me to play ball with him and keep the stories out of the papers about the murders. All that he's worried about is if that damn university gets built here in Fort Smith.
I find it very hard to believe that the mayor wants that university built here in Fort Smith just for the good of the people. There's got to be a payoff in it for him somewhere, Ned.
I'm sure you're right. Bill Riley doesn't do anything unless there's something in it for him.
I'm going to pay the mayor a visit, Ned. Shake him up so he'll stay off your back.
Mayor Riley, Brock Johnson is here to see you.
Tell him I'm busy.
You can't come busting in my office like this, Mr. Johnson.
You're right. Maybe I should go talk to the newspaper people instead of you.
Very well, I'll speak with you. Miss Kephart, hold on my calls. Now, what is it you wish to speak to me about?
I want you to leave Chief Cooper alone. Let him do his job. No more press conferences from you or any dirty tricks.
And what if I don't do as you ask?
Well, Mayor, if you don't do as I ask, I'm going to go to the press with some very interesting facts on how you were trying to suppress the stories in this town concerning the murders, because they might interfere with the new university you hope to have built here. And if my nose doesn't fail me, it smells like there's a lot of graft involved on your part.
You have no proof.
At the moment, no. But I won't have to look very far to come up with what I need to nail your butt.
Very well, I'll leave Cooper alone. But I want assurances from you I'll have no further trouble from you.
I suggest you keep your nose clean, Mayor, because I don't give any guarantees.
Well, I guess I better get going, April. I'm sure sorry I missed your folks.
I'll tell them you stop by when they get home tonight.
Well, have her give me a call when she gets home.
Okay.
Well, thanks for the coffee, April. Good night.
Good night.
David, come in. Oh, I'm so glad you could make it on such short notice. Can I fix you a drink?
No, thank you. Bill, I'm going to be up front with you. That story in the newspaper this morning about the two girls being murdered by the Detroit Creeper, well, that finished off your chances of having the university built here in the town.
David, there's got to be some way we can work over this problem.
The only chance you have left is if the creeper is caught before we vote on the university site on Friday.
That's not much time.
Look, even if the creeper is caught, I can't guarantee that the other members of the Board of Regents will go along with me on approving Fort Smith as a university site. You should have kept Chief Cooper quiet, and we wouldn't be faced with this problem.
David, I bought all that property and the surrounding property that the new university site was supposed to be built on. I overextended myself buying up all that land. And if the state doesn't build the school on the site and purchase the land from me at the price that I set and you agreed on, I'm going to be ruined. I won't be able to meet the payments. I'll be bankrupt.
Bill, I'm sorry. I don't like this any more than you do.
If we catch the creeper by Friday, David, and I up your cut in the deal, an additional $200,000 under the table, what are my chances of getting the school built on my property?
You catch the creeper by Friday, and for an additional $200,000, I think I can swing the rest of the members of the board to go along with the building of the new school here in Fort Smith.
There's a letter for you here, Brock.
I'll be right back. From the creeper. Said he's gonna kill me.
Let me see, Dad. Ah, it's probably just from some crackpot. Just a practical joke.
No, it's the real thing. Notice how the letter T from the typewriter strikes about a half line high in this paper? It's the same as the letters he typed and sent to the Detroit Police Department over 2 years ago. After the lab boys examine this letter, I think they'll find it was typed on an old 1972 Charger portable typewriter.
Is there any chance that Cooper and this Johnson fellow could catch the creeper by this Friday?
At this point, it would take a miracle.
The only chance I have of getting that university built here is if they catch the creeper by this Friday. I'm going to propose something a little unorthodox. I want you to find someone to frame those murders on, only temporarily, until the Board of Regents meets to approve the new university site. And it has to be done by this Thursday.
A guy could get in a whole lot of trouble framing an innocent person. Besides, Cooper's not going to stand by and let that happen.
I can get rid of Cooper by Thursday if you can find a pigeon to frame those murders on. In fact, there's $5,000 in it for you if you can do it.
I can arrange it. But it's going to cost you 10.
Very well. $10,000.
Oh, come on in. Here, let me take a Coke for you.
Thank you.
Glad you're able to make it for dinner tonight.
You have a very nice apartment.
Oh, thank you. Actually, it belongs to a friend of Ben Fisher's who's away on vacation, and Ben arranged for me to use it while I'm here working on the case.
It smells like something's burning.
Oh, God, it's the steaks. Oh, they're not too bad. I think we saved it just in time. Phew, boy. You know what? I forgot to get a bottle of wine to go with the dinner tonight. Do you mind maybe staying here and watching the steaks while I go down to the store and get us one?
Do you have to go?
I want tonight to be perfect, and the store's just around the corner.
Okay, then don't be long.
I'll be right back.
Chief Cooper speaking.
Mr. Cooper, this is Dr. Benjamin. Are you the brother of Jane Cooper, age 45 of Vancouver?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm sorry to have to break the news to you, but your sister's been severely injured in an auto accident here in Vancouver. About an hour ago, and, well, she's been asking for you.
How bad is she hurt?
I don't think she's going to make it. If I was you, I would get here as soon as possible.
I'll take the first flight out of here. Oh, what hospital is she in?
Vancouver Community Hospital.
Tell her I'm on my way.
Cooper went for it. Good. He said he's going to catch the first flight out of here for Vancouver.
By the time Cooper flies to Vancouver and realizes that he's been sent on a wild goose chase, he won't be able to get a flight back till later tonight. That'll be plenty of time to keep him out of the way. That's great. Hello, Lieutenant. Cooper went for it. He's on the first flight to Vancouver. Go ahead and arrest your man.
Get up.
What do you want?
You're under arrest.
What for?
Murder.
Lieutenant, how about a statement?
As of 11 a.m. today, we've arrested the man who's responsible for the recent rash of murders committed here in Fort Smith.
What led to the arrest, Lieutenant?
No comment.
Has he made a confession? When can we expect more background on the suspect?
I'm sorry we can't give out any more information. It would jeopardize the case.
Did you find any difficulties making the arrest?
Thank you.
Come on, Lieutenant, give us a break, huh?
Operator, I want to make a long-distance call.
Hello?
Hello, Brock. This is Cooper.
Ned, I'm glad you called. Mayor Riley and Nelson have been up to no good since you left town.
What have they done?
Well, they've arrested some helpless old man and charged him with the murders committed by the Detroit Creeper. Yeah, and Nelson gave a news conference about it, and it's going to be spread all over this afternoon's papers.
That explains everything. My sister is fine. The phone call about her dying was a hoax to get me out of town.
Well, the Board of Regents are voting tomorrow on where they're going to build a new university. I guess Riley figures now that they framed someone for the murders that the Regents can be swayed to build a school here in Fort Smith.
That's exactly what he's thinking. I'm going to catch the next flight out of here. I should be back in Fort Smith about 11 p.m. your time. Just wait until I get back. Nelson's butt's going to swing for this.
I'll pick you up tonight at 11. Have a good flight back. See you then. Bye.
Police Department.
Hello. My name's Linda Parker. My parents are gone for the weekend, and I'm here all alone, and there's a prowler in the backyard.
What's your address?
819 Evergreen Drive.
We'll send a patrol car right over.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Mayor. This is Chief Cooper.
Cooper?
What are you doing back in town?
I thought your sister was dying.
It was a hoax. Hey, how did you know I was out of town?
Nelson told me.
Good God, man. It's 2:30 in the morning. What are you calling me at this hour for?
I just thought you might like to know that the Detroit Creeper struck again tonight. Killed a 19-year-old girl.
That's impossible. Nelson broke the case this afternoon.
He arrested the Detroit Creeper? That murder must have been done by somebody else.
I'm afraid not, Mayor. It was done by the Creeper.
There's no doubt about it. Nelson arrested the wrong man. We let the fellow go. You can read about it in the morning papers. Good night, Mayor.
Cooper! Cooper, don't hang up! Oh, my God.
Is anything wrong, dear?
I'm ruined. Financially ruined.
I thought you might like to see the paper, Ned. The Board of Regents made their decision on where they're going to build the new university. They're going to build it in Newton.
Newton? Looks like the mayor got the short end of the stick on his university deal.
Yeah, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Brock? This letter must have been shoved under your door.
It's from the Creeper.
What are you looking for?
Typewriter repair shops.
What for?
Look at this. The letter T on the Creeper's typewriter strikes high. But if you look at this letter, you'll notice the letter T strikes normally on the page now. That means the Creeper's had his typewriter fixed in the last couple of days. He has an old Charger portable typewriter. There's not many of them around. Here, hold that for me. Here it is. John Turner's Typewriter Company. Authorized Charger Sales and Service Center. It's 8:30. He's probably closed. I'm going to call him anyway. He might be working late.
Turner Typewriter Company.
Mr. Turner?
Yes?
My name's Brock Johnson. I'm a criminal investigator on special assignment with the Fort Smith Police Department.
Yes, I've read about you in the papers.
Have you in the last couple of days by chance fixed an old Charger portable typewriter?
Yes, I have.
Was the letter T striking about a half line high?
Why, yes, it was.
Would you have an address or a phone number of the person who brought that typewriter in to have fixed?
Yeah, I believe I do. Just hold on and I'll get it for you.
The Creeper took his typewriter to Mr. Turner. Gave him an address.
Mr. Johnson?
Yeah?
The address is 13141 Old Farm Road.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Turner. This information is very important.
Well, you're welcome. Goodbye now.
Bye. The Creeper gave Mr. Turner his address. He made his first big mistake, especially if it's his correct address. And my hunch is that it is. Well, I gotta go.
Dad's down at headquarters. Aren't you going to call him?
I can't. I gotta go by myself if I'm gonna catch the Creeper by surprise.
But Brock, it's too dangerous to go alone.
If I take a backup unit with me, he might spot us and split. I can't afford to take that chance. We gotta catch him before he kills anyone else. You keep the doors and windows locked, okay? I hope you understand.
Dad? Brock has found an address where the creeper might be staying. He's gone after him by himself. No, I don't know the address. I'm here at Brock's apartment. Okay, I'll wait here for you.
Anybody here?
Hello?
Hello, Jan. This is Brock.
Brock, where are you?
Jan, I'm in great danger. Hello? Hello? Jan?
Hello? Brock? Brock? The phone went dead.
I'm going to try to get hold of John Turner again. Mr. Turner, this is Chief of Police Cooper speaking. A little earlier this evening, you gave an address to a detective named Brock Johnson. It's vital that I have that address. That's 13141 Old Farm Road. Thank you very much, Mr. Turner.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I was so worried about you.
Did you find the creeper?
He's in there.
Well, we won't have to worry about him anymore. I should radio the fire department.
What are you going to do now that the creeper's gone?
There's a case waiting for me in San Francisco. I'm gonna be leaving in the morning.
I'm gonna miss you.
I'm gonna miss you too. Have you ever been to San Francisco? No. Why don't you come with me?
Oh, Brock, I love you.
I love you too. I think you're gonna love San Francisco.